we have an insane amount of leaks out. Past couple of days, we've got a bunch of crazy leaks about a ton of different things. Things about creative mode, things about creative mode 2.0, things about new game modes, and guys, there's just so much to go over. Today, I'm gonna talk about all of the leaks, especially the ones about creative 2.0, what really needs to happen in creative 1.0 before 2.0, and just a ton of stuff, guys. Let's go. Okay, let's start by looking through all of the new leaks. Now, I'm pulling from a bunch of different leakers on this, and the first one is Fortnite Creative News and Leaks, where I actually get a ton of information from. So first, the Llamatron has received a new update. There's like a 2.0 version of the Llamatron. I don't know what this means for the general population, as no one has access to it but just a very select few, but I'm hoping this means that there's gonna be something coming down the line where maybe we'll get access to the Llamatron somehow. I don't know, guys. Also, new creative toys were added, including a basketball, soccer ball, and a gold ball. I think he meant golf ball. I'm not sure what this means. It would be awesome if they were actual basketballs and soccer balls that we could really use, that like bounce. We can make actual basketball games or golf games and soccer games. You know what I'm saying? It would be awesome. And then there's the new mannequin device model. I mean, we've seen this mannequin device around for a long time and we've never had access to it. And I'm not gonna get my hopes up for any real true NPCs anytime soon. We'll just leave that one there. This next one is actually really cool. There's a new model for a weapon manager device. And then here is the logo for the weapons manager device. What does this mean? Richie Tunes actually just came out with a video today talking about what he hopes it means, but I really do hope it means we'll be able to do a lot more with weapons and customizing it to our maps. We'll see though, we'll see. Okay, next we're looking at leaks from iFire Monkey. Well, he tweeted out that Epic Games at some point was testing a step up from XL Islands, which right now they're 215 by 215 squares, with Mega Islands that are 899 by 899. That's huge! That's 4 times bigger than the current XL Islands. Man, that would be absolutely insane, but Epic has to fix some issues with memory first before we can get those huge islands. I'm gonna talk more about that in just a minute, but let's get through all the leaks first. There's also a whole bunch of creative devices and playsets that were leaked that we haven't talked about yet. So this is a list of all that stuff. Let's just take a quick look. I don't know what some of this stuff is, like Athena Factory or Hermit Tower. As I look through this list, I see a lot of stuff we already have, but then we get stuff like Nuke Build. I don't know what this is, Nuke Build. Yeah, I don't really know what all of this stuff is for, but there's a whole bunch of stuff about primitive galleries, this obstacle course spotlight. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff on here that is just kind of weird. So I don't really know what any of this means, but I can't wait to find out. This next leak is from Hypex, and it's not really creative mode related, but it is LTM related. And last week I made a video about some crazy new game mode Epic is working on, and this looks to have some further information on it. So Hypex tweeted some upcoming locations of the survival open world map. This map is big and it has many other landmarks and unfinished points of interest. Here are some of those points of interest. We've got picnic areas and castles and airports and lumberyards and mountain caves and diners and shacks, abandoned hotels and resupply camps and food trucks and watchtowers and military bases, gas stations. There's all sorts of stuff going on this island, and I can't wait to see what it is. I'm ready to play a whole new world in Fortnite. All right, let's get on to the 2.0 stuff that comes from Sheena BR. So earlier this week, Sheena tweeted out a new playlist for the Valkyrie / Creative 2.0 mode has been added. It's called VK Edit, but it's still very, very unfinished. So if you didn't know, guys, Valkyrie is the code name for Creative 2.0. Sheena also tweeted out a feature called Hermes was added to the files today and will be used for Valkyrie. It's used to download projects, new names for islands, or other players. So these are some of the things that you can do with the new strings added. So this kind of stuff looks like they're really preparing to launch a Creative 2.0 tool so that people can interact with it on the main menu, or I don't know, guys. Regardless of what any of this actually does, it shows that they're making some movements towards 2.0. Now, I know a lot of you are really concerned about what 2.0 is. Will it work with consoles and mobile, and do I have to learn to program and all of that stuff? We're gonna talk about it in just a minute. There's a couple of things I think creative mode has to do before 2.0 comes out. And let's talk about that first. So now creative mode has been getting a ton of updates recently. This year has been like the golden year of updates for us. I mean, we've gotten all sorts of stuff this year. We've got cars, UFOs, boats, wildlife spawners, dance mannequins, VFX spawners, sky domes. I mean, we've just had a ton of updates, a ton of new weapons, consumables. I mean, we just have a ton of content now, and I'm not complaining about that one bit. But one of the issues with this for map makers is we're severely limited what we can use by the memory. I mean, let's just use an example here. So I'm gonna put down like a car, car, and you'll see right now I'm at 2 memory. I'm gonna put down a car, and boom, we're at 2600 memory. Okay, so let's say I also want a helicopter on my map. Let's place it down. We're at 2600 memory, and now boom, we're at 13,000 memory. Holy cow. So just having cars and helicopters on your map, you're already taking up 13% of your memory. Okay, that's fine. I have 13,000 memory, but let's throw down a sky dome so that I can have the custom lighting I want. Boom, we're at 14,900 memory. Woo. Well, I also wanted boats for the water part, so boom, let's put that down. Oh my gosh, 17,500 memory. And I definitely need a fishing hole. Boom, 25,000 memory. Whoa, over 25% of my memory's taken up now just with 5 devices. But I also wanted some wildlife on there. Wait, let's put that down. Oh no, we're at 32,000 memory. Okay, guys, you get my point here. Just to have some basic stuff that's in the current Battle Royale system, we're already taking up more than a third of the memory on this island. And even if this were an XL island where, you know, the memory kind of adjusts as you go around it, the device memory never changes. So now we only have 70,000 memory for any one point in our island. We haven't even set up the storm, the down but not out device, any other settings you want on the island. Things like chest and item spawners, those will be for the whole island. Like if I were to make a BR map right now, my memory would probably be up around 45, 50,000 memory. And that's gonna severely limit what my points of interest are, my terrain is around the map. And that's just for a simple Battle Royale island. Like if I'm trying to make an adventure map or do something really cool and really amazing that takes a lot of mechanics, we're gonna get maxed out right away. But one thing that has to happen before Creative 2.0 comes out is they either have to optimize mechanics, or there needs to be like a separate bar that's underneath the memory bar that's just for device memory or something. I understand why it has to be under 100,000 memory. One of the reasons I've been told is so it works on all devices, mobile, console, PCs, whatever. There won't be any giant lag spikes. I understand why it has to be in that 100,000 box, but it's gotta be optimized or something. I don't know the solution here, but it's a problem that Epic has to figure out before Creative 2.0 comes out, or before they release their giant 900 by 900 islands. Like all of that space and area will mean nothing if the memory isn't fixed. Okay, let's talk about Creative 2.0 just for a minute. I wanted to come into the imposter game mode to just kind of show what Creative 2.0 will be able to do. All of the tasks, all of the cool like textures and things that are going on here, this is all stuff we will be able to do in Creative 2.0. We'll be able to have cutscenes and all sorts of stuff that we just can't do in Creative 1.0. Now that doesn't mean Creative 1.0 is just gonna go away. They've told us that Creative 2.0 is going to work together with 1.0 so that people can still build on console, on mobile, or whatever, but people can also jump in 2.0 to be able to do cool stuff like this and update your map, or I don't know, have cutscenes, etc. I'm sure there's gonna be a huge learning code for anything that is done in Creative 2.0, but guess what, guys? We're all gonna be learning together. It's not like someone's just gonna jump in and have some huge lead on everyone else. I'm gonna be learning right alongside you. There's gonna be some people out there who are like really good at certain things, but most of us are just gonna be learning slowly and becoming better at all of this stuff. So this kind of game mode that we're seeing here is totally gonna be open to us to make these kind of things, and it's super exciting. So guys, don't freak out about 2.0. It's coming quick, but it's gonna open up so many doors.